Punjab is once again at the center of the political limelight. The province has seen a long drawn-out battle over its chief minister, which may finally be coming to an end. Or is it? It all started from the center and the joint opposition's no-confidence motion against then Prime Minister Imran Khan. Not content with just Imran, the then opposition turned its guns towards Punjab Chief Minister Usman Buzda. When Buzda resigned, the PTI announced its ally PMLQ's Chaudhry Parvez Elahi as its candidate for the top office. It also appointed a new governor, party loyalist Thomas Sarfraz Chima. However, the PTI's plans hit a snag, or more precisely, 25 disgruntled MPAs. These disgruntled MPAs turned defectors dealt a fatal blow, or so it seemed at the time, to the PTI and instead voted for Hamza Shahbaz in the election for the chief minister. The PTI cried foul and approached the Election Commission of Pakistan, ECP, and asked it to disqualify the dissident lawmakers under Article 63A of the Constitution. Meanwhile, the governor kept delaying Hamza's oath-taking despite court orders. On April 30, after a third order by the Lahore High Court, LHC, Hamza finally took oath as the Punjab Chief Minister. Notably, his oath was administered by National Assembly Speaker Raja Pervez Ashraf and not by the then Punjab governor. Hamza's oath was, subsequently, challenged by both the PTI and its ally PMLQ in the LHC. The constitutional article at the center of it all. During this tumultuous time, the Supreme Court announced its decision on a presidential reference seeking its opinion on Article 63A. The article, on which the PTI's argument of not counting defectors' votes in the CM election was based, states that a parliamentarian can be disqualified on grounds of defection if he votes or abstains from voting in the House contrary to any direction issued by the parliamentary party to which he belongs, in relation to election of the Prime Minister or Chief Minister, or a vote of confidence or a vote of no confidence, or a money bill or a constitution amendment bill. The article says that the party head has to declare in writing that the MNA in question has defected, but before making the declaration, the party head will provide such member with an opportunity to show cause as to why such declaration may not be made against him. After giving the member a chance to explain their reasons, the party head will forward the declaration to the Speaker, who will forward it to the Chief Election Commissioner, CEC. The SEC will then have 30 days to confirm the declaration. If confirmed by the SEC, the member shall cease to be a member of the House and his seat shall become vacant. The Supreme Court, in a 3-2 verdict, stated that the vote of any member of a parliamentary party in a House that is cast contrary to any direction issued by the latter in terms of para B of Clause 1 of Article 63A cannot be counted and must be disregarded, and this is so regardless of whether the party head, subsequent to such vote, proceeds to take, or refrains from taking, action that would result in a declaration of defection. Days later, the ECP ruled that the 25 dissident PTI MPAs had defected from the party, and deseated them. We are of the view that the casting of votes by the respondent S, in favor of opposing candidate is a serious issue and worst form of betrayal of the electorate and party's policy. We have arrived at the conclusion that participation of the respondents in the election of Chief Minister of Punjab and casting their votes in favour of opposing candidate has established the factum of defection on the basis of the subject declarations against all the respondents, the ECP said in its verdict. The declarations are confirmed and the respondents cease to be members of Punjab Assembly and their seats become vacant. The votes of the 25 PTI dissidents had been instrumental in helping Hamza get over the line. He received a total of 197 votes while 186 votes are required for a simple majority. Since these 25 lawmakers were no longer members of the House, Hamza thus lost his majority. Situation: the burning question in Punjab. 5 of the defecting MPAs were nominated on reserved seats. The ECP, after initially staying the notification but then bowing to an LHC order, notified 5 new legislators from the PTI. These were Habkuk Rafiq Babo and Samuel Yaqub on the reserved seats for non-Muslims, and Batul Zain, Saira Raza and Fouzia Abbas Nassim on the seats for women. The ECP announced that by-polls on the remaining 20 general seats would be held on July 17. 2 courts and a re-election. Separately, the LHC, while ruling on the PTI and PMLQ's pleas, ordered a recount of votes cast in the April 16 election for the Punjab Chief Minister after excluding 25 votes of defecting PTI MPAs, and in case a candidate fails to secure a majority, go for a runoff poll where a contender requires a majority vote of the members present in the House. During the April 16 election, Hamza had bagged 197 votes, including 25 from PTI dissidents, 4 from independents, and 1 from the lone Raiha Party MPA. 5 rebel PMLN lawmakers had abstained from voting in favor of Hamza. The magic number required to show a majority in the 371-strong House is 186. In light of the LHC verdict, once a recounting of the votes happens, Hamza's tally will be trimmed to 172 votes after the 25 votes by PTI dissident lawmakers are excluded. In that case, as per the High Court's order, because Hamza lost his majority, re-election would take place under Article 134 of the Constitution, which means that in this second round of voting, a member does not need to show support of a majority, 186 votes, but simply requires more votes than any other candidate to be elected the Chief Minister. Read, Punjab Number Game 2.0, the quagmire continues. The PTI, still not satisfied, approached the Supreme Court, which said that the LHC order of recounting votes and conducting a second election, if necessary, would now take place on July 22, 5 days after the by-polls, and Hamza would remain in office till then. The by-polls became even more important after the Apex Court's decision. Their results will determine whether Hamza will remain the Chief Minister or the PTI will regain control of the country's largest province. The current breakdown of each party's seats in the Punjab Assembly can be seen in the chart below. As matters stand, Hamza has 171 votes from the PMLN and the PPP, while LRH has 173 votes from the PTI and the PMLQ. Separately, there are 5 more votes from independent lawmakers. One of the PMLN's disgruntled MPAs, Faisal Khan Niazi from PP 209 Carnewall, resigned in May. A Punjab Assembly notification, dated July 7, states that the resignation has been accepted and his seat has become vacant. Meanwhile, the status of another PMLN MPA Kashif Mahmood from PP 241 Bahawal Nagar is uncertain. He was disqualified by the Islamabad High Court, IHC, in 2020 but has not yet been denotified by the ECP. The PTI approached the High Court earlier this week and sought directions for the MPA to be denotified. The IHC will hear the matter again on July 20th. If the IHC does not decide the matter by July 22nd, his vote may still be counted in the CM election. However, the PTI is likely to oppose this on the basis of his disqualification by the IHC, who is contesting. The 20 constituencies in which the by-polls are being held are PP 7 Rawalpindi 2, PP 83 Kushab 2, PP 90 Pakar 2, PP 97 Faisalabad I, PP 125 Jang 2, PP 127 Jang 4, PP 140 Shehupur I, PP 158 Lahore 15, PP 167 Lahore 24, PP 168 Lahore 25, pages 170 Lahore 27, PP 202 Sahiwal 7, PP 217 Mulgan 7, PP 224 Lodran I, PP 228 Lodran V, PP 237 Bahawal Nagar I, PP 272 Muzaffargarh V, PP 273 Muzaffargarh I, PP 282 Layer 3, PP 288 Deragazi Khan 4. The only 2 parties that have fielded candidates in every constituency are the PMLN and the PTI. The Tehreek-i-Labbayat Pakistan, PTLP, has also fielded a large number of candidates. On the other hand, the PPP has not nominated any candidate after announcing its support for PMLN in the upcoming by-polls. A number of the defeated PTI lawmakers are now standing for the elections on PMLN tickets this time around, including Nazir Ahmad Chauhan, Raja Sagir Ahmad, Syed Akbar Khan, Mohammed Amin Zulkarnain, Malik Nauman Ahmad Langriel, Zawar Hussain Warich, Nazir Ahmed Khan, and Faisal Hayat. Former Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi's son, Muqaddam Zain Hussain Qureshi, is also contesting from the Multan constituency. How will the by-polls affect the Punjab government? Hamza currently enjoys the support of 176 MPAs, including 4 independent MPAs and the lawmaker from the Hawalnagar, and Elahi has improved his tally from 168 in the April 16 contest to 173 after the Election Commission, as per LHC orders, notified 5 PTI MPAs against reserved seats from the priority list the party submitted before the 2018 general elections. The court had turned down the PMLN's appeal for recalculating the reserved seats after excluding the 20 defeated PTI MPAs from the PTI's numerical strength. In the July 17 by-polls, if the PTI manages to grab at least 13 of the 20 seats, it may turn the tables on Hamza, who needs 9 seats to ensure a simple majority in the House.